is everybody today? Welcome to Authentic Beauty with Tara D. We're doing a launch live tonight. I came home from work and washed my hair. I've gotten a lot of questions about how I do my hair when I wear my hair curly. My hair is naturally curly. If you don't know, and if you're new to this page, you might not, I have naturally curly hair. A lot of people see me with straight hair. For 8 years, they've been seeing me with my straight hair. Last year, I started wearing my hair naturally curly again in a journey to try to bring its health back and renew its vibrancy as a curly-headed girl, right? Hey, Launch, how are you? How's everything going today? Listen, oh, hey, Danielle, what's going on? When you guys hop on, say hey. If you're watching the replay, drop off #reunion tour and let us know you stopped by. We want to know a couple of things. We want to know where you're tuning in from, and we want to know what your biggest hair struggle is. So today I'm talking straight to my curl girls, okay? Give me some thumbs up, even if you're on the replay, about how many people, like if you have curly hair. Give us a thumbs up if you have curly hair yourself, or if you have a curly-headed girl in your life. The struggle is real, y'all. So I wanted to come live today with Launch. We talked about it, and we decided that I would teach y'all what my steps are for diffusing my hair naturally curly and how I style it when I wear it naturally curly. I feel like there's not a lot of that out there, and I don't want my curl girls like myself to go underserved. So this is going to be straight like education forward about my techniques and everything that's in there. Hey Paula, how are you, sister? You guys share. For every 100 shares, we are giving away, wait for it, one of these bad boys. This is the Le Styliste. This is the Le Styliste that is a luxury professional dryer. I'm going to be using it with the diffuser attachment today, but it does come with an air concentrator as well. Really easy to go in there, and these don't pop off. As you can see, they have a really deep insertion panel that goes deep in. One of the other hair dryers I used to use just kind of fit on the outside of the hair dryer, and it popped off constantly. It drove me crazy. Never had that issue with the Le Styliste. This is a professional hair dryer. It weighs less than a pound. Dude, I could juggle this thing if I wanted to. Hey, Michelle, how are you, sister? We're giving these away. You guys share to public places. So that's public groups, your public page. For every public share we get, share, like, comment, and share, you will be entered to win this bad boy. We're going to give one away for every 100 shares we have. So let's keep the shares going throughout the whole entire live. This bad boy has changed my life with how long it takes me to wash my hair. Okay. Not wash my hair, dry my hair. Michelle will tell you, we went to high school together. Thank you so much. Michelle will tell you I've had curly hair all my life, and up until about 8 years ago, I wore it curly every day. I never straightened it. I didn't even know how to straighten it. But I lost half my hair in a weight loss journey. And as a panic-stricken mode, because I was so defined by my hair all my life, in a panic-stricken mode, I decided I would straighten it to provide like a curtain effect to hide and camouflage how thin my hair was getting, okay? And so I didn't wear my hair curly for many years because I've been trying to bring it back. In fact, about this time last year was when I first started wearing my hair curly again. I'm going to show y'all that picture really quickly. Hang on. Y'all get your shares out because we want to give away a bunch of these Le Styliste. This has the power like you would not believe. It's got ionic technology, so that means that it can dry your hair in a much healthier way and much faster with not as much heat. It's amazing. So about a year ago, March 5th, 2021, I revealed to some of my followers that I actually had curly hair, and I sent them this picture. That's me with curly hair. Look how short it is. I'm going to tell you, the products that you choose And the heat that you use and the tools that you select make a huge difference in being able to bring your hair back to life or keep it healthy, right? So we're going to talk about that a little bit today. Hey, Michelle, I need a better hair dryer. Sister, I've got one for you. This has revolutionized how I do my hair. I can actually dry my hair in like 10 minutes now, whereas before it would create like, it would take 30 minutes or so. John, hang on a second. I got to ask my son something. Are you okay, honey?
Yeah.
Okay. You taking care of things?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Mom life. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So let's start with my products that I use. First of all, I wash my hair, and I'm going to take my hair down, and y'all are going to see my gray hair. It's not a comfort point for me, okay? Now, I'm going to take my ring off. We're going to talk. Let me take my bracelets off too. We're going to talk about what I use and what my routine is. And then I'm going to teach y'all how the best way that I've found for volume, lift, and curl, how to diffuse my hair. I choose to diffuse my hair instead of air drying. There's a very big difference, okay? So just to let you know what I did, I washed my hair with the Curl Care shampoo and conditioner, okay? I do that, and I'm going to tell you, I also don't wash my hair every single day. I used to wash my hair every other day. Now I wash my hair on Mondays and Thursdays, but today I washed my hair, okay? So I mask once a week. So in the order for curly-headed girls, here's what you should do. Shampoo and conditioner, and deep conditioning or mask once a week. I fluctuate between a couple of different things. This week I used Rehab Hydration Mask because curly hair craves hydration. Curly hair gets dry so... Let me switch to Wi-Fi because my data seems to be glitching or something. Well, hey Ellen, how are you? Okay, let's see. Y'all share because we are handing out Les Stylistes professional hair dryers, y'all. This thing is amazing. The horsepower on this thing is incredible. Okay, so let's just go back, and I just really want to deep dive into the products that I use and why, and really educate you. Give me some thumbs up or tell me what kind of hair type you have. I need to know if I've got some curl girls out there who need some education about how to make your curls, bring them back to life, because this has been my journey, okay? So curly hair craves hydration, so a mask once a week that's really focused on hydrating is a great choice. You also want a little bit of protein. Curly hair, you can't have too much protein and you can't have too much hydration. You need a combination of both. So sometimes I switch out with a mask that has hydration and protein in it, but at least every other week I'm doing the hydration mask, okay? And this does have a teeny tiny bit of protein in it, okay? So the next step after shampoo and conditioner and mask is gonna be your leave-in products. This is important because they are typically the lightest products. When you're talking about curls, you don't wanna weigh your hair down. Also, let me just give myself a little bit of wetness. Another thing you might notice as a curly-headed girl is, that you don't want your hair to dry prematurely before you get all your product in there. So leaving your hair in a towel is not really a great idea. You kind of want it, sorry, I just sprayed everywhere. You kind of want your hair to be really moist until you're ready to move forward, right? This is the towel that I use. So after I wash my hair, mask, I use this towel right here. This is like a t-shirt material. It's like a jersey material. This is the Curl Care hair towel from Lange. I use this or a microfiber towel, but when I wear my hair curly, I only use this one. The microfiber one I use when I blow my hair out. Let me see if I've got any comments real quick. Oh my gosh, hold on. Where's my glasses? I'm 51 years old, y'all. I got to get my Dollar Tree. Elise, thank you so much. You're so sweet. My hair is your exact texture and curl. Tracy, you need to stay tuned because I'm going to tell you exactly what has helped me. And I used to straighten my hair literally every single day. I burnt my hair to smithereens and had to cut it all off. And this is the longest that it's been in 2 years. And it's because I have really taken care of educating myself on what my curly hair needs to bring itself back to like its former glory, right? Because our hair is kind of like our crown, correct? Coarse, curly, frizzy hair, Tracy. My hair is thinner than it used to be. It is curly, not coily or kinky. My hair is curly. So there's 3 different kinds of curls. There's wavy hair, that's kind of the S shape that you see. There's curly hair, that's kind of the ringlet little shape that you see, which is what I have. I'm kind of on the lighter end of curly hair. And then there's kinky / coily hair, which is the really, really, really tight curls. Often that hair type has a very thick, coarse texture. All these hair types crave moisture and hydration. So we're going to be focusing on products that really give our hair what it needs. Thank you for sharing, guys. Keep sharing. Diane has wavy hair. You can use these techniques with wavy hair too, Diane. Absolutely. Hey, Kayla, how are you, sister? Thanks for joining. Taylor, good morning. Well, good evening. I'm used to saying good morning. I hardly ever go live at night, y'all. Hey, Kathy, how are you? What product are you using to wet my hair again? This is just a spray bottle. If anybody wants to know the spray bottle that I use, because it's a continuous spray, I really do prefer that, you can message me on this page. Don't forget to like and follow this page. I do a lot of beauty things, including hair stuff and hair education. And I'm more than happy to share links to people. I won't talk about them here, but I'm more than happy to share privately in Messenger. Okay, so I take my hair out. I keep this with me because this is going to come in handy again. Again, it's a jersey material, very similar to a t-shirt. I like this because it stays on my head till I'm ready to rock and roll. First things first, leave-in products. Leave-in products are important. They're typically the most lightweight. They are the first things to touch your hair. So oftentimes you're going to want to pick something that's fortifying or has vitamins in it to really soak into your hair and keep it healthy. I do 2 things. Depending on how my hair has been behaving for the last week or so, if I feel like it's going to the drier end, I'll do both of them. Sometimes I only do one, it just depends. And sometimes it depends on how much time I have. But this is the Extendé Leave-In Fortifying Detangler. So before I brush my hair out, I am spraying this on here so that I can get a comb or a brush through my curls. Okay, without breaking, without pulling, breaking, snagging, or anything. Okay, that's super important. This is a water base. This is actually this is weightless. Look, I got it on my chest. This is why we keep this here. Okay, this is actually weightless. So, spraying a little bit extra on doesn't hurt anything. It's water based. It has really great ingredients to fortify my strands and improve my elasticity and detangle. So I start from the bottom of my hair, okay, and I work my way up really softly. I'm using the Flexi brush. Sometimes I'll use the wide detangling comb. Either one of these are perfect. My daughter loves this brush. In fact, I had to steal it back from her from the restroom because she had stolen it from me. But I start at the bottom and work my way up, and then let me get right here because this part gets really tangly on me. And then I kind of brush my hair back. And this will separate my hair nicely into strands. Now, I do a finger coiling technique that I'm not going to do for you guys today. But I promise on my page, look at all that gray hair. Look at all that gray hair. My hair's growing so fast. I do promise that on my page, this is why you need to like and follow my page. I'm going to do a deep dive video on how you finger coil your hair. It is a game changer when it comes to making your curls last for many days. You can take your wash time from every other day to every 3 to 4 to 5 days just by finger coiling or finger curling your hair, okay? I'm not gonna do that because it's a time investment, and I'm not gonna do that for you guys. I am gonna kind of shake out my hair a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in with my other leave-in product that I use. This is the Biotin leave-in conditioner. It's called Envy. I put this, you can put this all over your hair. I typically concentrate mid-shaft to ends, okay? Now, I start at the ends and work my way up. And the reason I do that is because I want all that vitamin B from the biotin to get into the ends of my hair where my hair tends to break. This actually has fantastic ingredients in it, like coconut oil and panthenol, to help strengthen and hydrate your hair. The panthenol helps with elasticity, but the biotin helps to strengthen your hair and keep your ends from splitting. That's why I start at the bottom and work my way up. My bottom hairs are my oldest hair, right? That's like the hair from your grandparents. It's what's been growing longest on your head. So it's received the most damage throughout its little lifespan, okay? So again, our little towel comes in handy, or head wrap. Okay, so I'm gonna put that in there. These two are almost every single time I use both of them together. Let's see. Y'all keep sharing, because for everyone, how are we doing on shares? For every 100 shares, we're giving away this professional hair dryer. Y'all, professional hair dryer. And I'm gonna show you guys how to use it in just a second. Next, okay, so we shampoo, conditioner, mask, and then your leave-in products. That's like the base, that's the start. Next, you're going to use a cream. Curly hair gets frizzy very easily. Cream maintains management, controls your frizz, and helps to define your curl. It is essential. I do a combination of two things. You can use one if you want, but because my hair tends to dry very easily and dry out very quickly, I like to add a little dollop of Dream Cream in with the Curl Care Cream. Curl Care Cream is specifically designed for curly and wavy hair types, curly, coily, and wavy hair types. And look, don't be afraid to use a decent amount. I'm gonna show you a technique. A lot of people say, oh, that's so much. It's gonna leave my hair crunchy. Actually, it's not. It's not gonna leave your hair crunchy. And I also have a trick for if you get crunchy hair, how to scrunch the crunch out. So I put a little bit of Dream Cream in because this is super extra hydrating. It's intensive reconditioning hair treatment. And my hair, again, craves moisture. Hey, Beth, I know I love Lunge too. I've been using their products, and I'm going to show y'all a couple of pictures here in a second. What tool will you be using tonight? Taylor, I'll be using the professional hairdryer called the La Styliste, but I'm going to be using it with the diffuser and teaching you guys how to use a diffuser to get nice lift. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. Okay, so I rub them together, and again, I start at the bottom, and I kind of scrunch up, and I just go until I feel like I need more. Don't be afraid to put quite a bit of product in, because we're gonna do something in a second that's going to take out any excess product. Curly hair requires a lot of product for hold. The issue with cream is that it provides definition, it provides curl enhancement, but it doesn't really provide a lot of hold traditionally, right? So we've got another product that we're gonna put in after this, and that will be done, but we're gonna squeeze out all the extra if we have extra. One of the things that you're gonna look for, and I'm gonna take this extra part right here, is, and I'm gonna lean over forward, and I'm gonna really get it in by my roots, because I want the curl I want the curl to start kind of at the top. I'm going to do a technique where I like a lot of lift in the front, but I do want the product in there pretty good. You should be able to take your hair, twist it around, and twist it really tight and squeeze out some product. That's how you know that curly hair has enough product in it. Don't worry about that product being in there. That's gonna help your hair hold its curl and maintain its frizz. I think we were all kind of scared in the 80s. I have 80s references, 80s and 90s, because that's how old I am. We got scared for crunchy hair, right? From all the like scrunch spray and really hard gels and stuff. That created crunchy hair. Nobody wants crunchy hair anymore. We want soft, luxurious curls. But, so we kind of backed off on how much product we use, ignoring the fact that our curly hair requires a lot of product. Our curly hair requires hydrating, nourishing, moisturizing product to hold that curl and maintain a manageable curl, right? Let's see. I have wavy to curly hair, and I don't do anything with it. My hair, I guess, is in between. It's on the light side of curly, the heavy side of wavy, I guess. I don't know. Is this the Luxe or the regular? This is the regular, Elise. I have the regular one, and I love it. Okay, so I like to let my hair sit a little bit, but I'm not going to. I start the styling process while my hair is wet. Again, if it feels like it's drying out, I'll get a spray bottle, an old hairspray bottle that's empty. You could use, fill it with water. You're going to spray your hair every once in a while if you feel like it's drying out too much before you get to the diffusing process, right? So now, because curl cream, any cream for curly hair, is all about the curl and not necessarily about the hold, I have found a way to make my curls last longer, and that is by implementing a gel. Now, I should cover up my grays. I'm not going to. We'll just let them be free. We're going to let the gray hair be free. I was going to cover it up. I use this all the time to cover up my grays, but I won't do that probably till tomorrow morning. Okay, so you have two options after you do a curl cream for extra hold on your curls. Now, I'm going to say right now, neither one of them are in stock with Lange, but I have to share this with you because it is important to understand. While curl does the wave and the curl definition and all that, it doesn't necessarily give you long-term hold. If you're wanting to extend your days between wash days, you've got to have long-term hold on the curl. And the best way to do that is to implement a gel or a mousse, okay? So you have your options, and I'm gonna give you two different options for depending on what kind of hair type you have. If you have fine to medium hair, the Whip Mousse is volumizing mousse is a fantastic product to hold your curl. It doesn't give you crunchiness or anything like that. So don't worry about that. It is light as a feather, so your curls have bounce and don't get weighed down. It's not in stock, but you can put your email in to be notified when it comes back in stock. What I usually lean towards is medium to heavier hair should use really a gel. This is kind of a lightweight gel, so I can still use it with my finer to medium hair. But Posh hair polish I use as my gel. It is a heat protectant. It protects against humidity. It has aloe in it and glycerin in it, so it attracts moisture and keeps my hair hydrated, which the hold keeps my curls there, but the ingredients keep my hair hydrated. So I can go way longer between washes. Curly hair, when you sleep on it and roll around, like run around, get wind blown and all that, the curls tend to blow out, and we are often tempted to go wash our hair again to get the curl back. You can use a spray bottle to do that. You can take a little bit of curl cream, and finger coil your hair and touch up your hair to get some curl back. But if you use some hair polish, some Posh, as your heat protectant and your gel, you won't have to do that as often, okay? I warm it up in my hands because of the ingredients. I want to get them warmed up and nice. And again, I start from the bottom of my hair and I work my way up in a scrunching method, okay? And I don't worry about if I've got too much on, because we're going to take off the excess, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. Then we're going to get into my diffusing method. Now, I'm not going to be finger coiling because, again, it takes too much time. But, again, I will, if you like and follow this page, I will definitely be doing a tutorial on how to finger coil or finger curl to enhance your curls. And that, too, is another technique. The finger coiling and the gel together is your magical technique to have your curls last longer. Plus, diffusing instead of air drying. I know that we all lean towards air drying because it's less heat. In fact, it's no heat, but you don't get the lift that you want. Okay, so now we've got all of our products in. Seems like a lot. It really isn't, because my hair is like a sponge. Curly hair is often very porous and like literally soaks up all the stuff. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm missing all these comments. I'll have to go back and respond to all of them afterwards. Yes, Beth. Now, Posh is also not in stock. It is worth the wait, ladies. Absolutely worth the wait. It does so many things. Put your email in there and get notified when it comes in stock. I buy 2 at a time. It lasts forever. I don't have to rebuy for like a year and a half. It's amazing. With as much as I use, I do that, you know, just in case it's ever out of stock. So here's what we do. We take our towel. This is or an old t-shirt or whatever. And we go in and we scrunch with our towel, and that is removing any excess product that we don't need in our hair or any excess moisture. Because we don't want our hair dripping wet when we go to dry, okay? So that's my little secret technique. And I'm gonna take this part right here. I'm gonna do the same up there. Okay. Now, let's get into the diffusing and why this hairdryer is gonna help us out. The power on it is incredible. Let me find a spot to put this. Hang on. Okay. 1,875 watts of power is going to bring our hair to life from this limp mess to some fullness and some body. But my technique is going to maintain these curls. First things first, let me tell you how to use this, because sometimes a professional hairdryer is not exactly like every other hairdryer. It's got, you know, the full professional cord, 9 feet long, almost 10 feet. It weighs less than a pound, which for me is amazing because I do my hair like this, right? And so I'm holding my hands above my head. So this lightweightness is amazing. Okay, so what you're gonna wanna do, let me take off the diffuser and I'll show you first. The middle button is the power button. You're gonna wanna turn that on. And I hope it doesn't, let me see if I can turn it this way so it doesn't blow in y'all's face. Or the sound, okay? Now, this top button right here is the fan speed. For curly hair, let me tell y'all, for curly hair with a diffuser, I prefer to use low speed. That's the flow or the strength of which the dryer blows. This one has 3 settings, low, medium, and high. And you can identify them by the colors of these LED colors, okay? So you can see mine are all green. Those are my settings I prefer. This thing has a memory in it to remember your settings. I don't ever have to set it, but I'm gonna show you. Okay, so green is the lowest flow setting. Blue is medium, and you can hear the difference. And then red, you can see the red. Sorry, red is highest. So that's how strong it's blowing. Low, medium, high. I prefer low And I'll tell you why in a second. There's 4 temperature settings. There's also a cool shot on the back. The temperature settings, the no color is cool air. Green color is warm air. Blue color, did I hit it? Sorry. Blue, there it is hot air. That's blue, see? And red is high heat. I choose not to do high heat on my curls. I choose all green for me, the lowest setting, and the medium warm temperature, okay? So, and again, it remembers that for me, okay? So I use, if you're going to dry your hair straight with a round brush, use the air concentrator. Or if you're going to rough dry your hair for whatever reason, and then maybe use Le Volume or Le Volume Play, use the air concentrator and get those roots nice and lifted. But I am going to use the diffuser tonight. This is a really wide diffuser. For curly-headed girls, especially those with lots of hair, which I don't have lots of hair, but I used to, this would have been a dream for me back in the day. A dream, okay? So we're going to talk about how we diffuse. I lift my hair up and I go in and then I go on top like that. I want my hair standing straight up. This is not how you diffuse your hair for curly hair. Do not put it right here, okay? Do not just go like this to dry your roots. You're going to want to lift it up and then pile it up on top and then go on top. This is going to provide you the lift that you need to keep your roots lifted and away from the oils of your scalp as you go through your hair days, like between washes. Okay, hang on. Oh my gosh, Sharon, did you win? How many are we going to give away today, ladies? Let's go ahead and keep on sharing to public places. For every share, we're going to give away one of these bad boys. Now, this is on sale right now. There is a code. I'll give it to you I'll give it to you now. It's called Great Hair. 30% off tools, 50% off of all hair products, accessories, and brushes and combs. And you can shop this sale through our link. But I will say this, there's Afterpay. And with something like this that is a true investment, it's worth every single cent. Afterpay can be your best friend. So let's get started and I'm going to show y'all. So first things first, I like to go at the root against the direction that I want my hair to go, okay? You can start at the root for extra lift. And remember, this is on the lowest setting. And you can do upside down too, but you're starting at the root. You're not starting at your ends and then crunching them up, okay? You're starting at your root. As I get it dried a little bit, I'm gonna switch to the technique that I just showed you. Another tip I'm gonna tell you specifically for curly-headed girls, flip this over, is do not leave it in one place for too long. I will do it like 15 to 30 seconds. If you leave it in too long in one place, it's gonna really set that curl that way. And if you're in a weird spot, and like having a wonky kind of lay of your hair while you're drying it, it's gonna set it like that. You don't want that, okay? So I'm concentrating on my roots right now, and I'm pulling my hair forward and drying it that way. Notice I am not going like this. I'm pulling it opposite direction. I want it to fall. It's called over-directing, and it's gonna dry my hair up, okay? Look at all that gray hair. It's time for a root touch-up with my hairdresser, who happens to be my sister-in-law. She's who I learned a lot of my tips from. Okay. Now, let me get the back really a little bit better. Sorry, I'm gonna have to like bend over in front of you, but I wanna show you how I do it. Let me stand up. I literally bend over from the waist and dry my hair upside down to get the lift of the root. And the back of my hair is super, super important, okay? Because that tends to be the thinnest, and more lift will make it look fuller for me. And because I'm upside down, I could just lay it on the root and let it do its work. Okay, I accidentally hit that. Turned it off. I didn't mean to. Okay, so real quick, now we're gonna start the process of giving myself a little bit lift, but you can see I have a little bit of lift here, and underneath is starting to get drier. So we're gonna turn this on. And I'm gonna take my hair, I'm gonna pull it up like this. I'm gonna not be on my cord. And then I'm going to dry it like that. You see? I lifted it up and now I'm drying it. I still have not touched my ends. That's super important. And I'm trying not to touch my hair too much. Okay, grab it and lift it. And then up like that. As opposed to this, and I'll show you in a second. I'll get some. Look at the lift right there. As opposed to doing this. So many people do this. That's flat against my head. Do you see that? It's also drying the ends before I really want them dry. I don't want that. So we're gonna lift up. And then my hairs are pretty much standing straight up and down while they're drying. That's the lift I'm talking about. It's just a very subtle difference in the technique. These hairs are like bunched up here. I'm gonna do the front totally differently. Also, let me show you how I do the back. I'm gonna pull this forward. I'm gonna lift it up like this. I'm gonna knock everything on my desk over. Lift it up, and then you can go up and hold it. And my roots are pretty much dry. We've got to do my ends now. How did that happen? I was like, wow, that's pretty warm. Okay, so now we're gonna do my ends, and we're gonna do the front. The roots are pretty dry. Let's see. The roots are pretty dry, and I've got quite a bit of lift over here and over here. This is so sad. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that in just a second. I'm gonna give it a little bit of hit. I'm gonna use my fingers at first. Okay, let me just show you what I'm doing, because I get questions about how I get my hair like this all the time. Put my hair in at the root. I'm not pulling through my hair. I'm literally just flipping my hand backwards like this, and I'm drying it. Another way you could do it if you don't want to use your hands, because as a curly-headed girl, I advocate not touching your hair very often. That just creates frizz. I touch it all the time though. See how that gives me lift? You can also do it this way with a wide tooth comb, and don't go all the way through the hair. With a wide tooth comb, flip it back. You're flipping it backwards. You can do this in various spots of your head. Look at that. I can do it over here. Look, I'm not going through all the way through the hair. You see that? Let me show you how I did it. Right here, I'm just pushing it through and flipping it the opposite direction. I'm not taking it through the hair. And to get the comb out, you do this. Hang on. And do you see how it's created that right there? And we have a pretty decent, look at that. Look how much lift that is on naturally curly hair, which is often weighed down at the root because of curl. Now we can go in and see, I can do that right here. See this piece right here? I can take this right here and flip it and do the same here. If you wanted to, you could put a bit of Stardust dry shampoo, because that's a real good volumizer. You put that there. And again, I'm not flipping the comb all the way through my hair. I'm just lifting it. Okay, now I can go in and I can really get the ends of my hair, because my roots are already done and my ends are what's left. And I can go in with my hands and really train my curl how I want it to be and dry it at the same time. And you can see my hair is not crunchy. It is soft. It is really soft. Let me see if I've got it. Let me put my glasses on while I'm doing the back of my hair. Gina, share so you can get this in your life, so that you can win it. The Le Stylies, let me tell you, has a 110,000 RPM. So it's got this advanced ionic technology that dries your hair really fast and you don't have to use a lot of heat. That's why I can use the lowest settings and still get a full dry. This is still wet back here, you can tell, and so is this a little bit damp right here. But I often turn off the hair dryer and reevaluate. I won't do that with you guys because I know y'all are pressed for time. I really do appreciate y'all joining me. And tell me if there's, oh my gosh, thank you, Danielle. Thank you. Tell me if this is helping you guys. Is this helping y'all? Do we have anybody who's got curly-headed girls in their life? If so, tag them in this video so they can kind of help start to learn like how to best care for their hair. I find that kind of towards the back and the end, I do like to kind of go up from underneath. But I've already done my root work first. That's why it's okay to do this now, because I'm not doing it with the roots wet. If I do it with the roots wet, it only trains my hair to be flat and not have the volume that I like, right? So I can now go up from underneath, the traditional curl girl, and like basically I pile my hair in to the diffuser. Now see how it's blowing? That's the low setting, y'all. Look how much power it has. I kind of hold it down like this, but I can do this now. I don't advocate for that in the beginning, but I did all the lift work on my roots, so I can do this part now. And look at the curl hold that I have. Do y'all see those little curls? And that's holding. That's going back into place. That's the key. Because as you go longer between hair washes, you want your curl to still be effective. Nobody wants to wear their hair curly and have it all nasty. Okay, so let's say you use too much product. Let's say you get crunchy hair, but I don't even know how that's possible with these products. But let's just say you're using another product and you get crunchy hair. This is so soft, it's like velvet. I'm not gonna put a serum in my hair today because today is wash day. But I do use serums on days 2 and beyond. I use it on my ends. You can use a serum if you use way too much product and your hair is crunchy. Rub a serum in between. I would suggest like either Satin Nectar. It has coconut oil in it, super hydrating. Or Remedy, which is the argan oil, that's super hydrating too. And very small molecular makeup, so it gets deep into your hair cuticle and nourishes your hair. Remedy's my go-to. But you can take one of those, you can rub it in your hands, warm it up, and what I call scrunch the crunch out, okay? So this is pretty much dry, y'all. Look at that. Look at that, and look at the volume that I have now. If I want a little bit more volume here, I could probably even get like, I don't really need it, but I could finger tease this right here, like back comb that and finger tease it. I don't use a lot of alcohol on my hair. So what I'm going to do, and do you see how like my hair looks short? Do you want to see a picture of my hair straight earlier today? I can show you. Earlier today. First of all, compare how much longer and fuller my hair is now compared to March of last year, and healthier looking. The texture of these curls is not great. The texture of these curls is not great. Okay, so get out of that. So I'm going to show you what my hair looks like. Curls really make your hair look shorter. That's why it's so hard to really see length in curly hair. This is my hair earlier today. With it long and straight. That's what my hair looks like straight. That was after my live this morning. Don't look at all my pictures. So embarrassing. Hang on, let me see if there's a picture of me facing forward. There's one where you can see, do you see how different, how much shorter it is when it's natural, in its natural state? Because the curl really pulls up and shortens. You want to be able to see curly hair grow, but it's so hard sometimes. That's why taking care of it and taking care of those ends, hydration, moisture, fortifying ingredients, smart ingredients for your hair type is important, because for years I didn't see growth in my hair because it was breaking off on the ends. Also, using lower heat can help with that because your ends don't get damaged as much. And look at the shine that I have. That is that Posh, y'all. That Posh is holding this curl like nobody's business. It's gonna keep me, my hair's gonna look like this tomorrow morning. Now, let's talk about tomorrow. Because I'm here to educate the curly headed girls on things to do. I have these satin scrunchies. These are from Lange. I have these, silk scrunchies. I will pull my hair up in a pineapple. Y'all know the pineapple? I'll pull my hair up in a pineapple. I will do like this one time. Now, I don't have thick hair, so this will fall out. So I use a satin or silk bonnet in addition to it. I also have silk pillowcases in the event that the bonnet, or I don't feel like putting the bonnet on, or the bonnet falls off. It's super essential to reduce friction. This curl care towel reduces friction on your hair. The less aggravation curly hair has, the less frizzy it is, and the more defined your curls are. And you can really get a really decent look and have it stay for long enough if you treat it right. Tomorrow morning, say I didn't do that, say I don't have a silk pillowcase, I have a cotton one, and my hair rubs up against it. Say I don't have a silk scrunchie that slips out of my hair and doesn't pull it and pull some of the curl out. Let's talk about how I refresh my hair on days 2, 3, and 4. You can go in, curl cream, you can use wet or dry. You can go in with a little bit of curl cream, spray it with some water to thin it out, and go in and refresh your curls. The other thing you can use a little bit of Remedy or Satin Nectar to really hydrate and moisturize the ends of your hair. And like if there's any fuzziness or frizziness, you can go in and do that, like kind of close to here is where I see a lot of frizziness, right? One of my go-tos, and I don't use serums on day 1. Again, I use serums and sprays day 2 and beyond. But I will take the Marula Hydrating Mist and just scrunch my hair. And for whatever reason, I don't know how it does it, but for whatever reason, my curls are rejuvenated. So this is a go-to for me. A serum and this, and I'm out the door literally in less than 5 minutes from a hair perspective. That kind of time saver, when I'm not washing my hair every other day, I don't have to do this every other day. I can just do spray and scrunch 3 or 4 days in a row. I mean, to me, you can't have that kind of time back. The other thing that I'm going to say is I don't use a lot of alcohol in my hair. I'm always looking for things that don't have silicones, parabens, or alcohol in it, or have minimal. All of these products are minimal. They're either paraben sulfate free, paraben sulfate silicone free, or paraben sulfate silicone and alcohol free. So I will use Salt and Sea Spray in lieu of traditional hairspray. Hold this up while it's wet to keep that volume up. But the texturizing Salt and Sea Spray is delightfully delicious smelling and gives my curls some hold. So if on days 2 and beyond, you only have these 2 things, use them and they're gonna get you through the day, okay? Let me see if I've got some questions. What do y'all think about curly hair? I like my hair straight, but that's because I grew up like this. So let me see if we've got some questions and then we'll hop off. It is so light because it looks like, at least, I know it looks like I used a lot of products, but curly hair truly absorbs all that because it's so craving moisture and hydration. So when I provide it what it wants, it soaks it up like a sponge and it doesn't weigh it down. And honestly, that picture from a year ago, my curl wasn't as nice. It wasn't. It was way frizzier. And just these products, using them in a smart way, in that order: shampoo, conditioner, mask, leave-in, cream, and then gel at the end to hold, that has changed the game for me. And all of those things have good, nourishing ingredients for my hair. So I've had a lot of hair growth in the last year because of that, because I'm treating it really well. Hey, Andrea, how are you, sister? Okay, let me see. Real quick. Congratulations, Beth. Congratulations. Let's see. Do we have any more? Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go back and get all these comments and answer any questions. Okay, can I go back through the products that I used? Yes, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back in the order in which I do them. But you know what? Look, I'm all sweaty. It's that hair dryer and this sweater is not a good combination. I'm just saying. Can I take my biotin gummies? I didn't take them this morning. They are so delicious. This has been a game changer for me. I started ordering these, I think, last May. Hands down, one of the best things I ever invested in. If you ever catch them on sale, snag 4 of them at a time. I'm not lying. I am not lying. First of all, they're so good. It's like gummy bears to me, and I'm a candy addict, so that's a problem. And I, like Lange always tells me, Tara, biotin gummies are not snacks. You can't be eating them all day, but they really do great things for my hair. I'm nourishing my hair from the inside out by eating biotin gummies. So that's one of the first things I do. So I wash with Curl Care shampoo and conditioner. I use a mask. I try to do a hydrating mask or a one that has hydration and protein in it. 2 different masks that I use on the regular is Rehab and the Borago mask. Today I used Rehab, right? Super hydrating to restore and bring back life and like hydration to my hair. Again, curly hair craves that. Because curly hair craves hydration, it needs extra strengthening and endurance, so to speak. Curly hair needs extra elasticity because we want those curls to be able to bounce back into place, right? The next step you do is your leave-in treatments. Now, you could do one or the other. I choose to do both on most days, but I use Envy as a spray-in detangler. Extend-A as a spray-in detangler, and Envy as my biotin leave-in conditioner from mid-shaft down, okay? Biotin leave-in conditioner. Biotin from the inside out, biotin from the outside in. We're covering it on all fronts for the sole purpose of happy, healthy hair again. Y'all, it's been a journey. I'm gonna tell you. I lost half my hair in a weight loss journey. I lost 136 pounds. And you don't do that. You don't do that without some side effects. And hair loss is one of them, unfortunately. I was known for my hair. That's how I was identified most of my life, as with my hair. So for me to lose it and have it be not luxurious anymore, have it be stringy, and the curl pattern was not great anymore, and have it be so thin that you could literally, that Lange box behind me, if it were 2 years ago and I had my hair like this, you'd be able to see every single letter on that Lange box behind me. No lie. So I had to do something, right? I had to do something. So I went on a journey to learn all about how to bring my hair back. So after your leave-in products, you're gonna go with your cream products. Cream for curls, okay? So my number 1 selection for that is the Curl Care cream. This is a styling cream. It really does help with curl definition and not having too many loosey-gooseys around and frizz. That fuzzies out your curls and doesn't make the definition pop, right? So but because my hair, and this is just based on my own hair need, and I do recommend that you use the hair quiz on the website. Don't use things that aren't good for your hair. That's how I ruined my hair. Because I was using things with a ton of alcohol and stuff, not realizing my hair was like bleh, and drying out, and I had to cut 8 inches off of it in February of 2020. This is the longest it's been since then. But so because my hair craves moisture, I do a tiny dollop of Dream Cream in with it because it is a leave-in intense therapy, and I love it. I absolutely love it, okay? So then after that, you're gonna use something to cast your curls or to hold that curl in. Today I used Posh. It is not in stock, and I know that, and I'm so sorry, but it is 100% worth the wait to get on that email list to get it in your hands. I prefer this because it's a heat protectant too. It is an anti-frizz. It protects against humidity. It's a heat shield, all the things. If you have really, really light, fine hair, I would suggest to you the Whip Mousse as your hold, okay? So either a mousse or a gel to hold your curl to create a cast that stays, and that by itself will extend your curl for days, meaning you won't have to wash for days, and you're not gonna have to get so much damage on your hair because you're washing too often, okay? Then at the end, days 2 and beyond, I'll do a serum or a spray often Remedy or Menage, the Marula Oil Mist. And then pretty much every day I use Salt and Sea Spray as my hairspray alternative. It's extremely light hold, but that's okay. Sometimes what I'll do is if I want extra lift, I'll spray this at the root and I'll take my diffuser and I will hold it up and diffuse it, and it will give me lift that like hi-fi little baby Jesus. I mean, honestly, you look to the heavens, right? I am from Texas. The bigger the hair, the closer to God, right? Okay. So those are the items that I used. If anybody has any curly headed questions or any hair questions in general, you can always message me. You can message me on this page. Like and follow this page. Click the bell. Get signed up for notifications of when I do lives. I do all sorts of lives, right? I do curly haired lives. I do straight hair lives. I do all kinds of things. I do makeup. I do the whole thing. Let's see, Tiffany. Hey, Tiffany, it's good to remember that you don't need a lot of product. It is that good. That is true. In the beginning, I used way too much. You know what? Oh God. Sorry, I accidentally hit something and my light went off. You know what, Tiffany? That's an excellent comment. And I'll tell you why. Sometimes we're using the wrong products. Sometimes we're using too little of the products, and sometimes we're using too much of the products. And that lends us to not like what the results are. So my advice to everyone, whether it's these products or makeup products or skincare products or household products, whatever you're using, give it a chance. Try it in different ways to see if maybe the issue is not the product. Maybe the issue is the operator. It's operator malfunction. The other thing is to read the directions. And this is what I love so much about Launge is I was able to go in, I watched a bunch of different lives. I bought a whole bunch of different like products that I didn't realize were not that great for me. And I just went in and click, 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 click. I did not look at the things for what they were for. Launge specifically, this is what I love about this website because other websites don't do this. They specifically tell you all the ingredients. There is no mystery what's in these products. Every single ingredient is listed on the website. You click that product page, it'll tell you what it's for, it'll tell you what it enhances, it'll tell you exactly what's in it. It's gonna tell you what its superstar ingredients are and why that is so important for your hair. It's also going to tell you exactly how to use it. Start with the directions that they offer you. They created these products. They know how they best serve people. So try that. If that doesn't work, then try a little bit less. If it feels like it's not giving you the hold you want or the frizz control you want, try a little bit more. Also, what you might need to consider is that your hair is drying too much before you get it to the style that you want. So some sort of spray bottle to keep your hair moist. You keep moisturizing your hair during the styling process, and more of that product is going to soak in and nourish your hair. And it's not going to be too heavy for you. Does that make sense? Okay, I will get to other questions in the comments, all the comments and everything. Yep, that's exactly right, Andrea. Thank you so much. Gina says, I know it's operator error on my end. It was for me for many years, Gina. I absolutely made some terrible mistakes, and that's why it's such a passion for me to educate people on things that worked for me. I can't say it's going to work for everybody, but what I can say is that it's brought my hair back to its former glory. A little bit of zhuzhing tomorrow morning, and it's going to look just like this. I mean, I just can't wait to get a little bit more length on it. It's grown so much in the last year since I've been taking the biotin gummies, using the right products, and using fantastic tools. The other thing is the heat that you use. Notice I used the lowest heat setting and the lowest flow setting. That's because I don't want a lot of heat on my hair. I'm trying not to air dry because it's too flat, but I want volume from the diffuser. So I choose the lowest setting, and it's way gentler on my curls. My hair's been loving that. It's been a great, this right here, normally it would take me forever to dry my hair. Dude, this is, bam. If I wasn't talking and explaining, it wouldn't take that it would take me maybe 10 minutes. I did do a live on my page somewhere, or a video it might have been, where I set my timer and then I started my hair. And then as soon as I was done with my hair, I set it down and I stopped the timer. It was 7 minutes and 44 seconds that it took to dry my hair curly like this. It's on my page. Y'all can go find it. Proof positive that this thing will work very quickly for you. All right. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. Y'all go have dinner. Again, message me if you have questions or drop them in the comments here. I'm more than happy to answer them for you. And then y'all have a fantastic Tuesday night.